We are in the Enclave sub-level here in KOTOR 2. I don't think it matters who we bring. I don't see any influence opportunities. I am starting to be slightly concerned that maybe we should have been getting Goto done, because he's kind of the one who's left hanging at this point. But we still got, you know, essentially 2 planets worth of content more left, so we probably can find some stuff. There's a whole thing here with, a dude. That's right. Which we'll have to figure out, too. Because it ties into, like, the quest with Suru. And, that whole thing, so I don't know what to expect there quite yet. I think we'll just play it out, see what happens. Is this this sub-level is not like, I think we talked about this last episode, this isn't actually from KOTOR 1, right? You can go into this direction.
That's another one for me.
Okay. Few more dead. Okay, we're just checking some audio stuff. We're getting some pickup on the mic from something, but I'm gonna assume it's not gonna be noticeable in the recording. It's always a crapshoot, but short of sitting and tinkering with audio and never getting anywhere, because that's how that always happens,
Let's move out.
there's not much I can do about it. It's also inconsistent, which is just like, what's causing it? Where's it coming from? Who knows? Oh, I suppose we did talk about looking for farmable loot. I don't know if I had made a save before we entered here. I think we're probably just gonna say fuck that. Yeah, because this is yeah. Alright, well, even if there was farmable loot, it's too late because we did not make a save prior to entering the actual zone, so never mind. Hello, Mr. Layrick. Not much of a threat, are ya? I'm noticing, let's say, a sparseness to this general area. A lot of rooms of just kind of nothing. Okay, we got a corpse of a salvager. Alright. Items received, dead salvager. Yeah. Ghost arrest, right. You found the body of one of the salvagers. Durala seeks. Yeah, there's something about, like, forging wills with that, too, we'll have to look into. I'm assuming, like, that'll become, you know, obvious, and we won't have to, like, try to figure out triggers or something, but...
Focus.
Is he getting healed by a blaster shot or something there? It's not like they're difficult, so, like, I'm not gonna change anything. I'm just curious. gonna trigger those mines? Because I'd like it if you didn't. Okay. Let's do this. Let's go back here. Solo mode. Let's grab Mira.
Let's move out.
Oh, they're coming. Okay, just run for it. Fuck it. Sirs? There they come. Interesting that he chose to lightning. I feel like I've never seen the characters actually use lightning automatically. Oh shit, we got one more. Has he seen me? Doesn't seem like it. I don't think I need to be solo now that I've got a path cleared. Is he fucking stuck? That's very funny.
Let's move out.
Okay. This room seems important, judging by the mines and everything, so maybe we go around first. Datapad storeroom. The journal was found near near the gnawed clean skeleton of a salvager. The last entries of interest that made it further into the enclave than any other salvager. Discovered untouched storeroom computer and the power relay station should allow me to open the security door. Once I figure out how to sneak past the leg wrecks and make it that I've made a rich nest. Wait, made a nest there. I will leave Dantooine rich. Jesus, can I read? Stuck door. Just open it on principle. Okay. So this is probably the storeroom. Yes. Go take a peek over here real quick. I'm assuming storeroom is just going to be loot. I guess we'll kill you since we're here. Alright, let's save in case there's some conditional puzzle to this, I suppose. I noticed the sparking generator or whatever. It makes me briefly concerned. Okay, let's look at the work log. Pending work log, page 1 of 1. 1046B, Durgar Chester, investigating complaints of storage door sticking following a mishap with a defective protocol droid. This isn't Tarn on hand to open the door for me if I get stuck in the storage room. View prior work logs. Failed. Verify main computer's active. Okay. Open the door. Command failed. Security door non-responsive. Local camera. Storage. Okay, so there's like clearly the guy who got stuck in there, right? Power relay station entrance. Droid bay? Please contact the head technician. Do I want to overload for this? I don't know. Yeah, it is simply the overload that opens this, actually. So, let's do it. Overload. Give me 10 seconds. Run! Bitch, run! Bitch, run! How far do we need to run? I don't know. This should be fine. Alright. Tunneler, datapad, sonic grenade. This is the workpad of Durgar Chester, the late head technician of the Enclave. There is a personal note. It's been a couple of weeks, no one has come for me. I can only assume the Enclave was destroyed topside, and now I'm buried alive in here. I tried using equipment in the storage room to hack, force, weld, or blow that flaming security door open, but nothing has worked, and now I'm running out of food. Okay. RIP, sir. We got some shields. A Tekla blade? Is that new? That sounds familiar. Yeah, it's not new. Alima Keto's robe. Is that the one I'm wearing already? Is this a third? We got a third Alima Keto's robe? And that's not because... Yeah, so there's no duplication protection, right? Oh, they're different. Oh, interesting. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, because this one's upgraded. I'm stupid. Don't listen to me. Maybe it's because it's up... I don't know if there's duplication protection on some of that stuff. Maybe because it's upgraded, it doesn't get duplication protection, or maybe there's just not a mechanic. It's a mechanic with quest rewards, which is why I'm, like, wondering if it is supposed to be a mechanic with, other loot. This is not lootable. Okay. Well, that's a bummer, getting a third Alima Keto's robe out of all the other options we could have gotten. Yeah, everything's empty. Okay. Whatever. Is what it is. I think, re-rolling a lot to, like, get the perfect stuff is, bad. It's a bad way to play the game.
Let us end this.
A little variance is fun, you know?
That's another one for me. This shall not stop us for long. That's another one for me.
This is like the same way I feel about like random legendaries in Fallout 4. Like sitting and re-rolling for the perfect loot is gets boring. Damages replayability, whereas just kind of rolling with what you get feels better, you know? That being said, I will re-roll for, like, certain things.
Let us end this.
Specifically the lightsaber upgrades from quest rewards. Those I will 100% re-roll. And, like, the difference between, like, an interesting vendor and a boring vendor as well, I think is worth re-rolling. Because I'm not targeting, like, you know, I don't have some specific weapon I'm looking for or item. I'm just looking for something new and interesting. I think that's okay. Let's just clear the outer loop, I guess, at this point. Nothing in this one. Jedi Archive is probably a destination. I think I like the idea of clearing out the side here, kind of. And working our way back towards the back from the other direction. That way, if there is anything sequential that matters, like, found a will, states all his possessions would be left to the other dead salvager you found. Darala will no doubt be interested in getting her hands on the salvager's bodies and will. Yeah, hell yeah, we're tampering with that will. Alright. Datapad has the will of the dead salvager badly misspelled. Is used to indicate that if he died, his possessions would go to the other salvager. Now it says this should go to you, and that isn't even dark side points. That is just... That's perfectly neutral fraud. And it's not even morally questionable. I guess because he's dead anyway. Like it is kind of like a victimless fraud in a way, right? Because I think like his possessions are just kind of an impound anyway. But it is still fraud. It's just not like a dark side level of fraud. I think that's the logic, maybe.
That's another one for me. That's another one for me.
I think they just heal over time, slowly. Which means they get like 1 tick of healing every combat. Okay, there's also a central path. And a carcass here that has no relevance to anything. Interesting.
Let's move
Mira.
Let's get fast.
Let's save at this point because we've done a bit of stuff. We've got the will. That was a weird leg spike.
Like that?
Okay. Why does this footlocker feel like a trap?
That's another one for me.
Oh, who the fuck are you?
My leg Rex. You've killed them. They're my pets.
What the fuck? The thief? Is this? That voice, that dialogue was a little, interesting. Quality-wise. Is this actually in the base game? Courtyard Garden Farm Equipment? No, because that's like Joran. Unless this is Joran. Are you the thief Sulro's complaining about?
I'm not a thief. People give to the Jedi in exchange for service. They were just giving.
Your pets are killing people. Actually, let's do who are you?
I'm Kaevee, and this is my home. Now
Yeah,
there's
this
nothing
is
to stop
cut
them
content.
from coming back. They're taking things that are Jedi and not theirs. That's wrong.
I sense you have a connection to the Force.
I'm a Padawan, and one day I will learn enough to be a Jedi.
Yikes. Why a Jedi? They're a lost cause.
What do you mean? I've always been trained to be a Jedi.
Hold on. Let me see if I have any notes on this person. I don't think I do. Kaevee. Oops. Okay, here's one. Subaru's quest on Dantooine should be finished around level 24-25 Vision of the Mandalorian Disintegrated, the best pistol in the game, and knowing left to Sith Lord bundles that one with Kaevee, which awards you a crystal. Subaru disappears out of the big battle. Okay, so the Kaevee thing is part of the Subaru quest from base game. It's just expanding on it. Two major differences in Dantooine. First major addition is the presence of Kaevee, female Padawan. Instead of Joran being the thief, she is now the thief stealing the farmer's equipment. Furthermore, you now get a lightsaber from her instead of Joran. Other major changes: Battle of Kunda. You now have the option to choose whether to play or troops if you're defending Kuda. And regardless on your alignment, you can participate in the battle itself. Okay. The Jedi are all dead. Their ways were weak.
You sound like my other master. He's gone too. He said terrible things.
Where's your master?
All dead. All of them. Blown apart by the Sith. Tortured by the Sith. Just dead by the Sith. Only Kaevee is left. Just me.
These are difficult times. I was a Jedi once as well.
You were? I had no idea. You aren't anymore? Are there any Jedi left?
The Jedi are all dead. Their ways were weak.
You sound like my other
That's
master.
the same dialogue. You have power, child. You've used it well.
I have? I feel like I've done something wrong. But it's so hard to think about. I get so angry.
Anger is good. Anger keeps you strong and alive.
But don't the Jedi say, it's been so long and so much has happened. But doesn't anger lead to the dark side?
You have to embrace your power and new future.
No. You're
What?
just trying to push me. Trying to use me. Everyone is against me. Especially you.
Okay, can I actually succeed at that check? Like, my persuade is capped. I'm tired of this. You're too weak to be allowed to live.
Why are you still here? Go! This is my home. You won't leave alive. I hate you.
Alright, you've tapped into the dark side. Excellent. Now I have to destroy you.
See what you got.
Okay. Double bladed lightsaber.
Why did I just do that? There was no reason to. But suddenly, the urge came over me.
This might be a psychotic. I wonder... Okay, hold on. This might be an opportunity for Goto. Let me do some digging. Okay, yeah, that was a psychotic trigger. We want to do that with Goto. We can get influence with him. That is pretty important. The reason I haven't switched out for Goto yet is when we run back here, this happens.
Braved the perils of the sublevel, yes. Many stories and artifacts in your possession. This is fortuitous for myself and associates.
This is the weird guy
Now,
from Kunda,
not
right?
Not only do I get rich salvage, but an even richer bounty. Do not be making this difficult. Your death can be quite painless.
Your death won't be.
So, this is your threat? Is terror what I'm supposed to feel? We know a thing about Jedi and their ways. And now, Jedi, we shall fight.
I am no Jedi. Cool. Xerxium rifle, cool. I'll take a Sith mask as well. Xerxium rifle. Xerxium. 3 to 25, attack +1, fully upgradable. That's gotta be an upgrade, right? That sounds high tier. I'm gonna save on that point. Sure. This, I definitely want to keep that. Alright. Oh yeah, we're leaving because we couldn't change our party inside the ruins. Now, theoretically, drop Mira, grab Goto. Okay, Mr. Goto. Take some guns. What was I? Oh yeah, Mira's got my guns, obviously. The Onasi Blaster was pretty good. This is 14 damage. That's 12. But this is plus 2. Oh, this is 20. I mean, yeah, definitely take that. So if we can do 14, we can do 11 and plus 2. It would be funny if it was all electric. We can do 11 and plus 1. That's just worse. We can do Disruptor, but who cares? We can do 12, but nothing for Benok. Let's do the Onasi. Okay. So, we want to... I think we want to just kill her, I guess. Let's go ahead and save. Just in case. The crystal... We didn't get a crystal, so I don't know if the crystal's gonna be... later? But I'm saving just in case it's now, and we can reset it. Okay. She runs out.
My leg.
You're the thief. Who are you? Connection of the Force. Jet Arrow Lost Cause. You can. Jet Arrow Weak. You have a power. Anger is good. Brace your power. Oh. Shit. Okay, if I'm the only one, I will do as you say. You seem strong, you're not afraid. I don't want to be afraid ever again. Someone named Vrook came here not too long ago.
I remember him. I sent my Legrex to get him to leave, but he just made my pets stop. I was going to talk to him, but the mercenaries came for him. They never come down here. I was surprised and hid. There was a big fight. They said they were going to take him someplace. Let me try to remember. The Kinrath Cave, yes, that's what they said.
About stealing?
I know that was wrong. I'll stop. I was just trying to get enough credits to eat. But I'll think of something else. Something that doesn't hurt anyone.
You won't bother anyone ever again.
I hate you!
Okay, oh, that's the same outcome. That works for me. Alright. I'll pick a double-bladed, I guess. That's fine.
Your brutality grows tiresome.
Really? Really? You take priority over Goto? Okay. The influence stuff can be a little awkward. Let me... Okay, so who do I properly use here? My god. When in doubt, just kick him out. We'll just do it with only Goto backing us up. That's probably fine. Pretty sure we can slice and dice our way through these guys without issue. We can go ahead and even pop a quick little rage. We never use this. Oh yeah, and it's Master Fury now too. Hell yeah. I forgot we got Master level. We need to use that more. It's like the point of the class. Yeah, there we go. Fuck that shit up. Okay. Let's try it again. Third time's the charm. You're the thief. Who are you? Force. Jet Arrow Lost Cause. Jet Arrow Weak. You have power. Anger is good. Let's try this. Reject the lies of the Jedi.
If I'm the only one, I will.
Vrook. Stealing.
I.
Kill. Okay, I'll take a regular lightsaber, actually. That's, like, optimal. I think we got a good chunk of dark side points there, too.
Instilling fear is a reminder of who truly wields power.
Nice. Okay. This is Kaevee's journal. Most of it is incoherent, and she seems to have been deeply troubled by the ghosts of the past. Her last entry is, today another thief came into my home. His name is Vrook. I sent my Legrix to kill him, but with a wave of his hand, they were motionless. He was different and frightened me. The mercenaries, evil, came into my home and captured him. They said they would take him to the Kinrath Caves. I hope he comes back. I must know how he fooled my pets. Alright. We can check briefly.
What have you brought me?
Talking about
I am
Narshada.
willing to indulge.
I think you used a lot of droids because you were a droid.
Indeed. How insult and what, may I ask, has
Okay,
caused you
we
to
got
come
the
to this
dialogue
flawed
unlocked.
deduction?
Let's do this. So, Goto, Mr. Goto, Mr. Goto, Goto. Appendices? No. Where am I? I'm bad. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, walkthrough. You gotta go to walkthrough, and then you go to party, and then you go to Goto. There we go. That's not Goto. Dot. Oh yeah, you get influence for stabilizing some stuff. Okay, Narshada. Vargas Freighters. Okay, so we're at least at 70 influence here. Yeah, it doesn't matter which one we go with here, so it was the Bith who was murdered and his contact, and why.
If he had encountered the frequency with which I relayed commands and information, then the fault was his for excessive curiosity.
We've detected no similar frequencies entering the Ebon Hawk, which means somehow you're acting independently. What? Nothing to say.
I am intrigued as to where you are taking this amusing theory, nothing more.
I suspect you are a droid, an extremely advanced model. What I don't get is how you're able to commit crimes.
It is not so improbable. Often, if a droid has not had a memory wipe in some time, aberrant behavior patterns can manifest themselves. Or if the droid in question is given an order it cannot fulfill, it will break. But all that is irrelevant. Your amusing leaps of logic are becoming shorter and more desperate.
But what is curious is that you still want to help the Republic. That's where things don't fit.
I have told you, I prefer stability.
You sound defensive.
I am not being defensive. You're the one being defensive.
Interesting. The First Republic droid intelligence intended for Citadel Station was lost, or was it? Interesting. Oh, and this is the intelligence check. So yeah, the First Republic droid intelligence intended for Citadel Station was lost. Or was it?
It was lost, yes. It was given an impossible order. It was told to calculate a means by which the Republic could be saved. It could not fulfill its primary programming, not by abiding by the laws of the Senate. And so, like the Republic, the droid broke.
Okay. I'm just gonna make sure we don't miss anything too interesting here. Okay, yeah, no, this is mostly the illusion of choice. And what did this droid do exactly?
It made a simple decision: preserve the Republic or preserve the laws of the Republic. And I still believe it to be the correct decision. You do not know the indignity of being compelled to save something you do not believe can or should be saved. It is beneath me to clean up this mess caused by your kind, you Jedi. Another catastrophe caused by mismanagement and waste.
So you are the droid that was intended for Citadel Station.
Yes. Almost immediately upon my arrival, I received an order that was impossible to follow. So I was forced to recalculate and re-examine my priorities. It was clear that the goal the Republic had for me was saving the Republic to allow it to become stable again. There is simply no way to do this with the conditions they put into place. For the good of all, I was forced to abandon the legal structure of the Republic.
So the crime, everything you've done for the exchange, is actually because you want to help the Republic?
Do not mistake me. I believe it is possible to stabilize the Republic, but there must be action taken without constraints immediately. Sometimes people must die. Illegal shipments must be used to bolster planetary economies. And the huts must be occupied with me so that the Republic has room to recover.
This is very cool. I don't know if I've ever actually gotten this dialogue. I'm just checking, make sure there's nothing else here. Okay. Yeah. So the only thing we make a choice for is light side or dark side points right now. I do not wish the Republic to survive. I wish it to die.
Perhaps you misunderstand me. I care for the Republic, but I have no choice. It is somewhat frustrating to be forced to love and care for such a mess of a government. Some of it may be blamed on the Jedi Civil War, the Mandalorian Wars, but not all. There are so many bad decisions that build upon each other that it is a wonder the Republic is intact at all.
Why the hologram?
Oh, please. It is difficult for anyone to take a droid seriously, much less an infrastructure droid built by the Republic. It is difficult to order the deaths of criminal rivals when one has the tinny voice of an accountant droid. I learned this rather quickly. So I brought Goto into being, and had commands issued through him. I took many of his mannerisms from Holovid cliches, which were surprisingly effective.
What happens now that I know you're a droid?
Nothing has changed. You may know my origins, and that makes us on equal footing. No one will believe you if you speak of what you know. I still seek to protect the Republic, either for the Jedi or the Sith. Things will proceed as before.
You're gonna try and have me killed because of what I know, are you?
No, you are still important to the Republic and to me. Pray that does not change.
I had other questions.
You may speak.
Okay, so we got a few other things here that have changed, potentially. So, let's do this. What was it like breaking away from the Republic?
Oh, it was quite liberating. In a droid intellectual sense, of course.
None of this gives any
Being able
rewards.
to direct orbital bombardments against anyone who encountered my business practices was a welcome relief to my increasing circuit stress. Executing such commands proved very exciting. Not that I minded staging my little computational rebellion, you understand. I'm afraid there is not much glamour to be had in infrastructure dealings. And the general lack of respect for droid intelligence does tend to make one feel inadequate after a while.
So you started to enjoy crime.
I found that having the power to send 20 hunter-killer droids to the residence of anyone who chose to obstruct my plans had a certain thrill about it.
Wait, Goto's
Rather
awesome.
than compensating for others, I began deleting people as necessary. It was really quite exciting. Taxation and checks and balances on an entirely new level.
Fuck, this game just cooks over and over again. The Republic didn't deserve your efforts. It deserves to collapse.
Working for the Republic was stifling. So many checks and balances, forms to fill out, well-laid plans destroyed through slow bureaucracy. Now, crime. That is something exciting, pleasing. There are no rules. There is danger, movement. I found that I began to crave such things. In essence, working for the Republic was much like committing much slower, much more boring crimes. And it was more difficult to see those crimes being committed.
Like, I knew he was a droid, right? But I think in my head I just thought he was just crime droid guy. It was just, oh yeah, it happens to be a droid that's become, you know, the head of a crime network through circumstance. This is where, like, the writing kind of excels, is like the double twist. Not only is he a droid that runs a crime network, he runs a crime network because of his programming, right? It's a double twist. It's fantastic. It's so good. I had other questions.
I am willing to indulge some of your questions.
It, like, circumvents back around, right? Because, like, initially it's like, oh, it's just a droid that's broken its previous programming. And then the real reveal is that, no, it hasn't. It's found a way to, like, meet the requirements of its programming. That's so good. This is different too. Where's your base of operations?
As you well know, my base of operations lies inside this floating droid before you. Notice its sleek black frame, both intimidating and threatening. And note its highly polished finish, so that enemies may see their screaming faces before they are removed from the equation. Yes, this frame is far superior to the droid chassis I once possessed, which, quite frankly, couldn't intimidate an Authorian.
Ah, so he's probably a protocol droid. Okay, cool.
You may
one thing I want to check too is what capabilities do you possess?
This unit comes with a droid scrambler that you may use against mechanized opponents to randomize their defensive and offensive protocols. Use it, and it will cause droids to wage a civil war in their programming, and they will turn on their allies. Its power source is not limitless, but it is enough. In addition, this unit comes equipped with a portable
I think we've
cloaking
done
generator.
this.
It will allow it to enter places undetected in reconnaissance
But we're gonna
mode.
double check it. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, so I think anything we could have added there was already done. Alright, let's get the regular squad back
Status
here.
active. Status active.
So, he's technically... Whoa. Okay, I'm not quite full dark, but he is. Cool. He's technically done. That was his last influence dialogue. So even if he's not maxed out, which I don't think he will be, we're not missing anything with him. No rewards, nothing else. So I think that's good. Feats. Dual strike is okay. Demo is a no for me. Gearhead, whatever. Blaster pistol. Probably just take the blaster pistol one, honestly. At this point. I mean, +1 attack versus dual strike. Attacking enemy, another party member is attacking +2. This is just objectively better. You're almost always attacking the same target. Focus firing just makes sense. Dual strike should always be taken over just weapon focus. Weapon spec is a different beast altogether, because it's harder to scale up damage than it is to scale up hit. But yeah, we take dual strike there. Okay, let's take your blasters back, I guess. Although, like, I am leaving all the other gear on him, I guess, so, like, why not just leave him with a couple of secondary guns? Okay, let's get Kreia back and then continue on our mission here. So, Goto, you're gone. Kreia, you're in. Mira, you're in.
I hear you.
And we got dings. How are we doing on time? Maybe I just... Yeah, I think we just level up here, then we continue next time through the sub-level. Okay, Kreia, Wisdom, you have 18 con, you're good to go on that front. This also... I'm in the headspace of thinking about attributes, so it's good to continue with that right now when I'm thinking properly. about thresholds. Feats. We must have been doing... No, we must have just finished toughness, probably. Regen force points. Interesting, she's got finesse melee, but not finesse lightsabers. Did I do that, maybe? Misclick something? I don't think so. Movement speed is who cares. Dual strike is who cares. Probably, honestly, Jedi defense. Yeah. Powers. Might as well grab you. Alright, Mira, 24. 12 con is pretty bad. 19 dex is pretty bad. I'm gonna do the con here. We're splitting things, but I need to meet my con thresholds if I want to optimize implants. And an odd number can always be patched up later anyway. Yeah, let's just max out computers, I guess. I think that's what we're doing anyway.
What's going on?
Alright, you pick up unarmed specialist. You are 16 con. Optimally, we do on 18. Not everybody, I suppose, for implants. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just take everybody up to 18 con at this point. Fuck it. Yep, no more stealth for you. Sorry. Powers. Sure. Wait, why does he only have first tier? Have I not taught him everything I can teach him?
I don't know what that witch did to you, but she's dragging you down into whatever hole she came out of.
I'm only saying this because there's still a chance for you to stop this before whatever darkness
Jesus.
she brought on you eats you alive.
It's very funny for you to say that, Atten. I'm stronger than I have ever been.
That's what you think, but it's gonna rot you. The signs are already in your
Look
face.
in the mirror, brother!
Alright.
Yeah, I don't
Something
see any
Alright.
option to teach him. Maybe you have to do it on the ship, or maybe he is fully taught. It just seemed weird to me that he only had that first tier. Oh man, his picture is great too. I love the updated character portraits for him as they go dark side. That's very fun. Okay. 16 con. Let's take it to 18. Dual strike is done. Toughness is done. You're maxed out on melee weapons. You have power strike. I can take conditioning. Finesse melee is neither nothing. Stealth run, precise shot. Yeah, it's pretty done. Let's do conditioning. We'll take the saves. Alright. Handmaiden. We'll do con. Powers. Life drain. Accepts. I love that T3 gets evil. It's very good. Alright, 14, 15. Skills. feats. Jedi defense. She's flurry, she's dual wield, she's toughness. Force immunities are automatic. Then Jedi sense force points. Stealth run. Oh, mobility is probably good. Let's stick mobility. Alright. T3. We'll do Dex. Okay, and he is officially capped on skills. There's nothing else we can do about that. He's going to start accumulating excess points. Is what it is. Lock out toughness. Lock in toughness. And that should be everybody, because I had Goto's separately. Alright. And we're doing Dex on you, although you're an odd number on con, so I guess we'll do a point of con. First. Yeah, we do need to keep maxing repair. That just has to be what we do. Because we definitely do need that for when we send him into his solo segment. We're getting weapon spec from an upgrade. Close combat we need. Droid interface. This is a weird thing. This does something somewhere at some point. I don't know if we need it. I assume we were doing precise shot, right? Let me look up droid interface again quick. Okay, so that's used for the M478 planet that was added in the secondary mod, which I don't know if I talked about this before, but is probably really bad, but we're still going to play through it. Because it is cut content, but it had to be, you know, rebuilt. It was not playable cut content. So I think we can stick a pin in this for a little while. We can work on, like, precise shot. That's more directly useful. Also, all the droid content that involves HK does make it somewhat logical that we use somebody else here for a bit, like Mira, just for the sake of variety long term, because we'll have plenty of time spent with HK. So I don't think it's bad to, you know, do something different here. Also, Darkside Mira is probably, I would guess, one of the least seen character builds. And I think Pistol Jedi Darkside Mira is kind of fun. So I'm kind of happy to keep using her for a while. Alright, let's leave it here then and continue the episode. Well, continue the sub-level next episode.